Hey everyone, welcome to the review. Here's my review for the movie It. Yes, It stars Bill Skarsgard, Finn Wolfhard, and Jaeden Lieberher, and this movie is directed by Andy Muschietti. Yes, the guy who previously directed the movie Mama. And this is the new remake of the horror classic It. Yes, the Stephen King adaptation slash miniseries that came out in 1992, It. And yes, right from the beginning, when I knew that this movie was being made, and when the fan art came out with Bill Skarsgard as the freaking clown and stuff, and fans were freaking the hell out, I wasn't excited for this movie, because everyone knows out there who's watched my top 10 list, everyone knows that I cannot stand the original It movie. I don't think it is a very good movie. I don't think it's scary. I don't think it's creative. I don't enjoy the characters. Sure, when they're children, they're a little more enjoyable, a little more fun. Sure, Tim Curry as Pennywise is very funny, very fun to watch, but the movie is so overly long, it has bad effects, it's not scary, it tries to make balloons, ooh, balloons are scary and stuff, and it's not quotable, it's not frightening, and I don't consider it a horror classic like a lot of people consider the movie It. I was not a fan of the movie. I never read the book, but I never could stand that mini-series that came out. I was never a fan of it, and yeah, I was not excited for a remake of It. And yeah, I wasn't excited, but when the trailers, I did a trailer reaction just months ago, and the trailers kind of got me intrigued, because the trailers for this movie were pretty creepy. It was pretty creepy, it had some good atmosphere in it, and it looked like it was focusing only on the child characters, not them as adults. And it looked like a very creepy, unsettling film, and I knew the director of Mama was doing it, so I'm like, maybe this would be a good movie. I was going into this not with extremely high expectations, but pretty good expectations. I was expecting to go into this movie and enjoy it. I knew it would be better than the original. I knew it would be better than that crappy Tim Curry movie, even though Tim Curry's great in that film, but I knew it would be a better film than the original 90s It movie, but I didn't think it would be an amazing film. I thought it would be like Mama. I thought it would be a solid horror film like the movie Mama, because I really enjoyed the movie Mama, even though the movie had a lot of flaws, but there were some good performances, some good atmosphere, some really chilling moments. I thought it would be like a solid 7 out of 10 film, just like the movie Mama. However, it wasn't like Mama. It wasn't like that at all. Actually, this movie is probably hands down the best horror film I've seen this entire year. Right there with Get Out. This movie, It, was fucking fantastic. This movie was so freaking solid. I absolutely love this film, and I absolutely highly recommend people to go see this movie in the theaters. Go to the AVX, I don't know, go whatever, pay whatever money you can. Go see this movie. This movie is for horror movie fans. If you're a fan of even the crappy It movie, you'll love that. You'll love this movie. If you're a fan of horror films, you'll really enjoy it. Even if you're a fan of, movies like Goonies and Stand By Me, this movie is a lot like Goonies and Stand By Me. It's Goonies meets Stand By Me meets Nightmare on Elm Street. That's how I can pitch this movie. The story of this movie is basically the same story as the original. It's about the kids, these child characters. They're called the loser group. They're called the loser group, the group of losers, the loser squad, whatever. You know, the nerdy kids and stuff, and it's basically them fighting this clown in their town of Derry, Maine. A town filled with asshole bullies and really stupid, annoying adult characters that just don't listen. And they basically have to fight against the clown Pennywise, who has been murdering and killing innocent kids around the town, and he's basically haunting all these kids, using their deepest fears against them. And it's about these child characters trying to fight against this evil, psychotic clown Pennywise, played by Bill Skarsgard in this movie. So yeah, it had basically the same story, but it took out, the cheesiness, and it took out the really dated shit and the really bad writing. I don't know who wrote that movie or that miniseries. It was just horribly written, but yeah. What worked in this movie? What worked? Almost everything worked. This movie was really well directed. Yes, this director knew what he was doing. He was so good, very talented. Andy Muschietti did an amazing job. Like I said, what he did with the movie Mama, he really added into this film. He put a lot of very chilling moments, a lot of atmospheric moments, and he focused on the child characters, and he got really great performances out of these really great, talented kid actors, and he got a good performance also out of Pennywise, Bill Skarsgard, And yeah, it was just a really well acted film, and he put a lot of mood and atmosphere and really creepy, unsettling imagery in this film. And this director really knew how to be subtle, but also be very creepy and very creative. And this director was very capable and very subtle and stuff, and he didn't put a lot of, flashy CGI bullshit in this movie. It was really well done. It was very frightening in a lot of moments, and he doesn't steer away, though, he doesn't steer away from the characters. He doesn't just go, straight up make this a slasher film or a gory horror film. He does focus on the characters. There's a lot of scenes with these kids joking around and actually converting with each other, and it's really good. That's also good due to a very good screenplay. The writers for this movie knew what they were doing. They wrote interesting, compelling, very likable characters that we were rooting for. And Cary Fujiaka was one of the writers for this film, who directed all the episodes of True Detective Season 1 and also wrote and directed the movie Beast of No Nations. A very talented filmmaker, and you can tell his writing was in the mix of this film. And the screenplay was also really well done. The dialogue was really great. The story was well written. And these characters were interesting, compelling characters that we were rooting for. And they built Pennywise up to be a very frightening, spooky thing. And when we finally get to see Pennywise, it is unsettling, it is grueling, and you feel what these kids feel when you see this fucked up psychotic clown, and it is so freaking well done. The cinematography is really good, it's really well done, really good tracking shots. The shots, it fits the tone and the atmosphere and the mood of the film, and it makes you just disturbed. The way the shots are laid out and how they transitioned it scene to scene is fantastic. This is a very cleverly made film, and the filmmakers involved, cinematographers, directors, and writers really knew what they were doing. And again, the performances are so solid. Yes, Finn, oh my god, I keep forgetting his goddamn name. Finn Wolfhard. Phil Wolfhard is in this movie. He's the guy who plays Mike in Stranger Things. Very talented kid actor. He's fantastic in this movie. Same with Jaeden Lieberher, who was in this year's Book of Henry. Midnight Special. He was better in Midnight Special. But yeah, Jaeden Lieberher and Finn Wolfhard are both very talented kid actors, and they really hold their own. They really carry this film with these kids. All the kids, I don't know all the kid actors' names, but every single one of them do a great job in this movie. And Bill Skarsgard, I know he's no Tim Curry. Tim Curry's just a more entertaining actor, but what Tim Curry did with Pennywise, he brought more comedy, I felt, with the original It. This was a more terrifying and spooky It, and that's why I really enjoyed Bill Skarsgard's performance more than Tim Curry. I still think Tim Curry's a better actor, but when you're comparing the two It films, I thought Bill Skarsgard was a way more terrifying Pennywise. It was a more scary Pennywise. If I saw both these Pennywises down the street or both looking at me through a sewer, I'd be shitting my pants if I saw this one from this version, Bill Skarsgard. I would be shitting myself, and then I'd black out and then probably die. But yeah, really well done, a really very scary Pennywise. The makeup on him looks fantastic. And again, there's great mood, great atmosphere. There's an amazing score for this film. And there's also a kick-ass soundtrack. And yeah, this movie's just so great. This movie really makes you care about the story and care about these characters. And yeah, like I said, it's Stand By Me meets Goonies meets Nightmare on Elm Street. And yeah, everything was just so well structured and so well executed. And I absolutely had a blast with this movie. I loved spending time with these characters. I loved being scared by Pennywise. And I love how this builds up. And it builds up to a sequel. And I'm actually really extremely excited for a sequel. I bet in the sequel they're going to make these kids adults. Maybe they could do it better. I hope they're just still kids in the next one, but I'm actually excited for a sequel. This movie was so well done. The writing, the direction, the shots, the performances, the score, the mood, the atmosphere, the chills. This movie had it all. What were the nitpicks? I had a couple nitpicks. There's a couple bully characters. Some of them are really good, but some of them were just stereotypical, and I was kind of rolling my eyes in a few of those scenes. I'm like, okay. And there's another scene in this movie that happens near the third act of this movie, and you really gotta suspend your disbelief. I'm like, okay, I was in this really, very intense horror film, and it almost turned into a goofy, almost fantasy-like film, and yeah, there's a moment happens in this movie, and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? That doesn't feel very realistic, and I know it's about a clown stuff, but again, you have to suspend your disbelief, and yeah, it's a little stupid, but At the same time, this movie's still fantastic, and this movie is a hard R-rated film, and like this movie has like blood and guts and like hardcore swearing that all involve like 12-year-olds and stuff, and like you see like kids getting murdered and shit. This movie just doesn't. This movie holds nothing back, and it is just fucking intense and absolutely creepy and absolutely unsettling. And I absolutely highly recommend this film. It's hands down one of the best horror films of the year, and yeah, check it out, it's fantastic. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give the movie It a 9 out of 10, so yeah, check this one out. It is a spooky one, it'll scare a lot of people, it'll entertain a lot of people, and yeah, it's just an all-around great film. So yeah, that was my review for the movie It. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions of this movie It? Did you like the original better? Did you like this one better? What are your thoughts and opinions? What did you like? What did you hate? Your thoughts and opinions, comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.